We can review the movie Inception in a philosophical way. We can use the viewpoint of one of the greatest masters, Descartes, the one who created I think, therefore I am. He also created the radical doubt, which one of his main questions was, am I in a dream or am I not? In Inception we see a great deal of dreams. The main characters are subtle to entering others' dreams and trying to not wake them up and not making them realize that they're in a dream. How do they achieve that? We'll explain that throughout this video.
Cobb said you'd be back,
I tried not to come, but
but there's nothing quite like it.
it's just pure creation.
Shall we take a look at some paradoxical architecture?
You're gonna have to master a few tricks if you're gonna build 3 complete dream levels. Excuse me.
What kind of tricks?
In a dream, you can cheat architecture into impossible shapes. That lets you create closed loops, like the Penrose steps, the infinite staircase. See? Paradox. So a closed loop like that will help you disguise the boundaries of the dream you create.
So one of the scenes we're gonna analyze right now is when Arthur is with the new architect, explaining her how does it works in the dream world. They are on a infinite flight of stairs, which is impossible. It's a paradox according to our discoveries. But if we base ourselves on the skepticism Descartes told us, we might start wondering if our own discoveries about physics, science, everything are true. And what if that we call impossible is actually true? That's one of the first things we will analyze on this movie.
Cobb and Arthur are a couple of associates who have a really different job. Their job is to go inside people's minds and steal the information. For this, they need an architect and they need the victim to be unconscious. One day they try to steal information from the CEO of an energy company. That's when something bad happens due to a design flaw. The CEO finds them first and tells Cobb and Arthur to remove the crimes they have committed in the USA. So, this is what happens. They need to insert an idea to the son of the most powerful rival that Saito, the CEO, has had. Cobb and Arthur accept, get a team and design their entire plan. To be able to insert an inception, you need to go extremely deep on the subject's unconscious. So they decide to make a 3-level dream to reach the necessary depth. A problem of this fake, artificial dream is that you may lose the sense of reality. So everyone takes an item which tells them if they are in a dream or not.
So in this part, we must have skepticism about the entire movie, if it was real or not, if all was a dream, or what if everything was true.
Are you here to steal from me, or do we are actually asleep?
Well, that's about it. But, just by the way, a actual part is that Cobb actually goes with his children. That is true, because in the part of the dreams, he's always wearing a wedding ring, because he was still married to his wife. But in real life, now that his wife is dead, he's not wearing any. And in that part, if you focus on his hand, on his left hand, you can see he's not wearing that ring.
They say we only use a fraction of our brain's true potential. Now, that's when we're awake. When we're asleep, our mind can do almost anything.
Such as?
Well, imagine you're designing a building, right? You consciously create each aspect. But sometimes it feels like it's almost creating itself, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like I'm discovering it.
Genuine inspiration, right? Now, in a dream, our mind continuously does this. We create and perceive our world simultaneously, and our mind does this so well that we don't even know what's happening. that allows us to get right in the middle of that process.
How?
By taking over the creating part. Now, this is where I need you. You create the world of the dream. We bring the subject into that dream, and they fill it with their subconscious.
How could I ever acquire enough detail to make them think that it's reality?
Well, dreams, they feel real while we're in them, right? It's only when we wake up that we realize something was actually strange. Let me ask you a question. You never really remember the beginning of a dream, do you? You always wind up right in the middle of what's going on.
I guess, yeah.
So how did we end up here?
Well, we just came from the,
Think about it, Ariadne. How did you get here? Where are you right now?
Okay, so here's a philosophical piece. During the movie, we can observe many philosophical viewpoints. For example, the fact that the main character, Cobb, is in a dream. Even for us, the viewers, it's hard to tell when he's in a dream and when not. This can be represented by Descartes' expression, cogito ergo sum, must either be held to deduce the knowledge of self-existence from a higher, more general knowledge. This new principle was none other than human thought itself. Thus, during the movie, we as viewers are not sure if the main character is in a dream or not. Just like the phrase, the end of the philosophical procedure is, as we have seen true knowledge or truth, we deduce that even in movies, we should always look for the truth.
So the other scene we're analyzing right now is when Cobb finally returns home. On this scene, Cobb finally returns to his home where his children live. He deemed impossible to return to his home because he was accused of murdering his wife. Even though he still believes it's a dream, so he takes out his spinning top, the artifact he used to see if it was a dream or not. When he starts rotating it, if it fell down, it was the real life. If it didn't, it was a dream. But when he sees his children, he forgets about everything and just yells with them and hugs them.
Cobb's dead wife memory. He needs to go into a dream deeper to save Sato. After succeeding, Cobb goes to his old house and uses the spinning top to see if it's a dream. But he doesn't wait to see if it falls or not because he sees his children.